Well, this really is quite uplifting. There is so much to raise the mood all around us. After all, this is when, in the face of anything, hope springs eternal, and the fans puff out their chests proudly. Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. So straight into the action. This then the greatest show on the grandest stage. Played out wide. So Jim, who would you identify as the key man in this fixture?
Well, Peter, I really like the look of this guy, Kim Min-jae. He's a player who has all the characteristics that modern centre-backs need. But particularly it's his pace that is made to count. So his team can step up the pitch, and he's got the recovery speed to tidy things up when there aren't too many back.
Terrific effort! Oh, in he goes again! Goal! Mexico! He made it happen, squeezed through with sheer will and considerable accuracy.
Yeah, Peter, I think we've got to give the keeper some slack here because he didn't have the greatest view of that, but you've got to give the scorer his due as well. I mean, he had that sharpness of mind and clinical...
Oh, he's been caught napping! Quality ball. Tries to play it through. Well, that looks a decent ball. Has a look up and delivers. Expertly cut out, really nicely done. That has not gone well.
Korea really can't go chasing this game too soon. Any rash decisions now could see them lose it.
Can he finish? And it's in! They are purring, truly purring. Well, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
Well, Peter, they should just never have lost the ball from there, but you have to give credit and fairness to the front-footed pressing too. Made things quite uncomfortable for them.
Mexico are now luxuriating in a 2-goal lead.
I think there's been a greater menace to everything they've been doing during this spell, one that they hope will continue.
This is a promising build-up. Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. Just no time to dwell on the ball there. This looks promising. Son Heung-min! Oh, crossbar! And it's bounced out off the woodwork! Great vision. He's in plenty of space here. Oh, lovely feed. He is such a good mover. Delivers the ball. And that's the keeper's ball. Now it's Son Heung-min. Oh, that's a key interception. Searching pass he's played there. Oh, it's come loose. No, he wasn't going to let him past. Spread out to the left. Oh, he's found support out wide. Spread neatly. And he was quick to react. Time perhaps for one last twist before half-time. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. It's a promising position. Looking to play him in, and he's picked it up out wide. Crosses it into the area. Towering header! Did well to pick him out with the cross, but the finish wasn't to be.
Well, by crossing the ball so quickly, I think this defence just can't get set to deal with it. I think deserved a better outcome than what we saw, but worth exploring more.
Oh, that's well done, really robust. Aimed beyond the defence. Can he latch on to this? Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest.
Mexico are totally dominant in the middle of the park, a no-way-through zone.
And that is the end of the first half. What have we learned from the first 45 minutes?
The boss is going to be disappointed with the way his team just switched off for those 2 goals. They'll have to take some risks now to try and get back in this game, and it's easier said than done, as we know.
Well, that is the first half done, and we are ready for what follows in the second. Hostilities have resumed at the start of the second half.
I think it'll be fascinating to see how they're going to change their approach here. They have to go for it and try and pull one back, but they also have to be aware that going 3 down will probably seal their fate.
Spread it left.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope. It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
Succumbs to the pressure. He ran himself into trouble there. Free kick given away. Keeper's not concerned by that.
Son Heung-min has totally shown his greedy streak, and the boss is not happy, I can tell you.
That'll be a throw-in. Chooses to go cross-field.
There's no doubt it's a long way back, but they can at least give us something to believe the gap might be closed.
And it's Son Heung-min. Now this could be a chance. Well, the less said about that pass, the better. Looking to pass their way up the pitch. Knocks it out wide. Not where it came from. So he's had a shot! And that was struck with genuine force.
Nothing wrong with the idea. Inches away.
That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. He's having a pop! Oh, how's that for a goal? About as smooth as it gets. Just 1 in it now. The game takes on a whole new complexion. It was a great finish. He put it away with great poise, dead-eye accuracy.
Well, for me, you can't fault the keeper there. The effort went in at the widest possible point off the upright. Nothing he could do.
So time for change, and this one has been on the cards for a little while.
Well, this could be an indication that the team are setting themselves up for the counter-attack here, Peter, and he is very good at that type of thing.
South Korea cut their deficit and look raring to go again.
Well, what a difference a goal makes. Now all of a sudden it seems the belief is back.
Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Son Heung-min. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. Engages and forces him off the ball. Passing is crisp and sharp. Played into space. And into the grateful arms of the keeper. And he's forced to go back. Son Heung-min. Oh, that's a foul. Free kick's been given.
Cambio en México. Número 25. Entrará al campo. Número 17. Se está realizando un cambio.
Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
That's a risky ball, you've got to say. Some good work on the right flank here. Lovely bit of skill. Cross flung in towards the middle. Defending of the desperate variety.
Mexico surely have to be commended for their drive and desire. Most teams would be taking the easier defensive route by now.
Time is running out here.
Yeah, it's not looking good, Peter. Never say never, though.
Out towards the flank. Oh no, that was never going to make it. No, that's been intercepted. He's looking wide. He's got plenty of space out wide here. And he's definitely... Decent chance! Oh, it's fallen loose again! It's in! Two ahead, late in the day. Game over, surely. And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Well, you might think I'm being a bit harsh, Peter, but I just can't help the feeling that the keeper should have done a better job. Full stop.
Mexico have surely won it, or so you would think.
Well, I think if they're going to have any hope from here, they'll need to see their more experienced lads step up to the plate now.
Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. 4 extra minutes added on. Had a foul? Yes, the referee's given it. And the referee has shown him a yellow card.
Cambio en México. Número 8. Lo reemplazará número 18.
Over to the right flank. That's a throw. South Korea.
Well, it's going to make for a frantic end, Peter. Let's hope he's got enough time to make the impact he wants.
In once more. Big chance! And it's there! With fun and fury, they continue to do their thing. And that will be it. South Korea bow out, defeat sealing their fate. Well, this really is quite uplifting. There is so much to raise the mood all around us. After all, this is when, in the face of anything, hope springs eternal, and the fans puff out their chests proudly. Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. So straight into the action. This then the greatest show on the grandest stage. Played out towards the right wing. He's shifting through the gears here. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Nicely spread. And he's managed to get free. He's played it back. Looking to pass their way up the pitch. Now there's a fine ball. And the shot!
He almost caught everyone out there the way he just eked out the room to get the shot in.
Kim Min-jae. He's picked his way through. And they've got a throw. Lovely passing, lovely. He's having a hit! Mighty close.
Oh, did the keeper have that covered? I'm not sure he did. I think I need a replay on that one.
They're battling for the right to play in the early stages.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
He is through here. Chance! And that has earned a few nods of approval from the bench. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. Mexico have the chance to go the other way. No goals as yet. He's looking wide.
That's positional goals, the utilisation of space.
Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? Gets his head on it! Well, that is clearly not the outcome he wanted.
Well, it really shouldn't be allowed to happen again. It needs to be dealt with at source. Mexico genuinely seem like a side that's confident with the quality they have out wide. They certainly like their little intricate combinations and link-ups.
Well, that's the impression I'm getting.
Yeah, I think you'll want to make sure you give the opposition a different look with each attack, variation, unpredictability. You know, that's always key to success.
Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. Looking for the run.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
And now they can spring out of defence. Son Heung-min, he's through here. Goes for a shot! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Corner number 3 coming up. They've played it short. Lovely bit of skill. Aimed beyond the defence. That's put paid to the danger. He's a sharp little ball here. And that was nowhere near his best. Not the most convincing of passes. And he's heaved it away. Oh, this looks sharp. Nil-nil, but nevertheless a very decent game. Great defending, strong and determined. Looking to play him in. Very nicely done. That is good strength. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Well, that pass isn't the best.
Well, a few of his teammates are quite furious with him as they felt they were within reach, but he made nothing of it. His boss doesn't look too amused either.
That is lovely. There's the delivery. And the keeper gets his hands on it. Good, Son Heung-min. Well seen, saw that. That's it, 45 minutes up. So neither team were able to take the lead, but it certainly hasn't been for the lack of trying.
Y aquí están. Den la
Not too
bienvenida
much
a
so
los
far to
jugadores.
lift anybody off their seat.
Yeah, 0-0, but definitely not from the want of trying. There's been plenty of industry and hard work, as well as some good defending, so I wouldn't be too dismissive just yet.
Still waiting for this to take off. It's goalless at half-time. And we're already back up and running after half-time. 0-0, and we're at the halfway point. South Korea have themselves a corner, I think. Yes, they do. And it's been taken short. That's good play. And the shot's on here. And a chance! They want to be quick to recover this. Well, there's the clearance. Oh, he's been caught on it here. Real chance! That has ended up in no man's land. Knocks it out wide. He's gone for goal! Good defending, albeit from an unexpected source.
Yeah, listen, we often get critical of a forward's tackle, but that was squeaky clean.
Son Heung-min, here's onto this. What a throw in. Well, they continue each to cancel the other out. He's found space here. Son Heung-min He's herring after that one.
There they go, hunting again.
Tries to play it through, and back to the keeper they go. That's a risky ball, you've got to say. No breakthrough and well into the second period. It is still anyone's game. He's got away. Can he get on the end of this? He's in a great position here. Not the worst cross in the world, but still room for improvement. Tries a shot! And it's in! The first significant strike. And that is fabulous. A true beauty of a goal.
Well, it's one of those, Peter, when you've got to take your hat off and just say, too good.
Número 9.
Mexico have fired themselves in front.
Look, experienced voices need to be heard now, along with good purpose and urgency, and they can get right back into this.
He gets the ticking off and needs to be very careful now.
I don't think you need to be an expert lip reader to know what's being said here. Well, it's definitely the right attitude and application, Peter. They've got to keep pushing.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
I think they just have to keep forcing the issue and they'll get clinical.
And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And that has left him in a heap. Whatever he had in mind, that was not it. A quick look, thought about cutting inside.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
That'll be a throw. Well, the two coaches are signalling changes here, both at the same time.
Número 25.
Intercepts the throw, that's well read.
Número 17. Se va
Has a look and plays it forward. Bops him off it and wins back the ball. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested.
Well, football is a simple game, complicated by footballers.
Shoots! And the ball's come loose here. No messing about, just bludgeoned away. So we have further activity on the bench here. So, time for a potential game changer.
Well, it's going to make for a frantic end, Peter. Let's hope he's got enough time to make the impact he wants.
Se está realizando un cambio.
Tries to pass it through. And it's been hooked away. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Whistle's gone, that's a foul.
Well, you either commit a foul and take one for the team, or just stand by and concede a potential goal. It's not a great choice, Peter, but I think I do the former in that position.
He's shaping up to have a crack from here. And this is a great chance to get themselves back square. He's gone for it! It's run loose, who's going to get there? And that was very necessary.
South Korea have certainly approached the game in the right way and relentlessly pursuing their equaliser. They've come close on several occasions now, and they may well get it by the time the final whistle goes.
Five minutes left on the clock. He shifted it to the flank. Oh, that's well spotted. Hwang Hee-chan.
I think we're about to see a frenetic finish. No half measures from here.
Keep the ball and you win the game. It really is that simple.
Se agregarán 3 minutos
Deep
al tiempo
into stoppage
reglamentario.
time. Hwang Hee-chan. And it's made its way to him. Referee has just said play on. And that is that. Defeated, dejected, deflated. The ultimate disappointment. So, Jim, how do you reflect on what we've seen?
South Korea really looked like they were just second to everything.
A moment to savour for all of us. Lined up on the start line, their eyes fixed on the prize. It is the ultimate calm before the inevitable storm. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. The whistle. So Jim, who would you identify as the key man in this fixture?
Well, Peter, here's someone I really like the look of in Ruben Dias, a proper defender, someone who does the simple things well, very well in fact, and he rarely makes mistakes. A bit of a throwback to some of the defenders I played with back in the day. A good leader too.
No argument from me on that front. It's easy to see how his presence alone affects both sides. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Bops him off it and wins back the ball. Bernardo Silva did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. And it's Hamada! And for a moment, time stood still.
That's great industry from the front line there. A lot of chasing, a lot of pressure, and they forced the error.
Looking to big chance! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Japan with their first corner, the first in the game for either side actually. Portugal have the chance to go the other way. João Neves in acres of space out wide. Bernardo Silva looking for the run. Oh, that's a key interception. No, just not quite.
Yeah, it's good movement though. A bit unlucky he couldn't actually steer it goalwards.
So a third of the match or thereabouts gone, and we still await the first goal. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Endo. João Neves. Vitinha.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
In the end, they found themselves penned in, nowhere to go. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Raul Neves. Showing good feet. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. And he's picked it up out wide. Oh, this looks sharp. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Tomiyasu. And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside. Nuno Mendes. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Real chance! Well, now it's a race for the ball. Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
It's quite a show he's putting on here. This is excellent work.
And this is Bernardo Silva. And now they can spring out of defence. Bruno Fernandes. It's a poor throw that, picked off with relative ease. Endo. Oh, that's fabulous. Oh, that's nice. Kamada. And it's Endo. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Bernardo Silva ventures forward. That's a nicely shaped ball. And it's been given away.
Well, yet another interception and a show of anticipation to be commended.
Nuno Mendes.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Vitinha. Threads one in. And he's in on goal. Decent chance! Goal! Portugal! And on the stroke of half-time, a priceless goal. And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips the...
And the referee has blown for half-time. And it's certainly simmered along nicely so far. Just the one goal in it, and it's all still very much up for grabs. Japan currently behind by 1-0 at the break.
Well, for me, Peter, things have never really got going, but at least this will be a good time to reflect and regroup. I can see a few changes coming, because whatever they've been doing, it just hasn't gelled.
Well, that is the first half done, and we are ready for what follows in the second. And we are back underway.
It's not easy being down in situations like this. I know it's an overused term, but you really have to play with courage. Be brave, and let's see where it gets you. You might just get lucky because of it.
And again, they run up against stubborn defending. Not the most accurate pass. Endo. And it's Tomiyasu. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Endo. Now who's going to be first to this? It's Bernardo Silva. Kamada. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Oh no, this does not look good. Down by a goal, needing to go up a gear. That's how it looks here. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. Aimed beyond the defence. Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? So we've reached the hour mark. Some excellent tackling here, and that one a perfect example. Oh, it rattles the bar! So, Jim, what are you thinking?
We've not seen much from this team as a whole, Peter. OK, that's largely due to the way their opponents have approached it, but they can up their game considerably, and I mean considerably.
Kamada!
Japan really are going for it here, Peter. Now it's just a matter of sustaining the effort.
This is a really... Oh, what has happened here? Cristiano Ronaldo! And it's in! 2 up and in charge, and things are looking pretty good for them now. It was a great finish. He put it away with great poise, dead-eye accuracy.
That's expertly finished, and he's done that so often.
Portugal are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
Well, that's a real psychological weight off the shoulders, I think. It's a very different game now at 2 up.
Endo turns back here, probably the best option. And he's quick to return it. Knocks it out wide. João Cancelo. Gonçalo Inácio. Here's Vitinha. It's Diogo Jota. He's picked his way through. Jota running with the ball. Shoots!
Portugal have really been terrific at snuffing out the threat. Now for something different.
Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Shot, surely! And how did he not put that away?
Well, at least they're showing some positive intent now, Peter. That's the sort of urgency that's required when you do go behind.
Here's the header! We've got a goal! And they are dragging it back! Game on again! Everyone waited for the cross, but he had other ideas.
Well, all I can say is that he did very well to squeeze it in near post. He didn't have much to aim at.
Substituição para Portugal. Número 20.
Well, the two coaches are signalling changes here, both at the same time.
Número 21.
Shifting momentum, perhaps.
Well, I think they have every chance of levelling this now, Peter, but they've got to stay calm and not go completely gung-ho.
Played out wide, where it came from. Can he finish? It's run. Oh, he's been caught nap, and he's following up!
Japan simply cannot be faulted for their effort here, Peter. They're giving all they have. You can't ask for more.
He's shifting through the gears here.
This usually is the time teams go into conservation mode.
Oh, nicely intercepted. Tanaka. This is a promising build-up. Can he get on the end of this? And he's quick to return it. And that's a simple one for the keeper. And he cuts out the supply. It's a smartly directed ball.
Foram indicados 2 minutos de compensação.
Confirmation that there will be 2 minutes stoppage time. Well, that is one way to stop him. And he's looking at the referee, but the referee is shaking his head. It's the sort of game that is a great advertisement for our sport. Sad in a way that somebody had to lose. Well, how will we look back on that?
Well, Peter, this was probably more slugfest than a game of football, but I actually found it very enjoyable. A game that was constantly on the edge as both sides went full pelt trying to win this. A throwback to games gone by.
So many thanks to Jim Beglin. That's all we have time for. Good evening to you.